Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of
Scary Shit.
Lucía como una persona encorvada que vestía una túnica con capucha puntiaguda.
When this planet may no longer be habitable.
By a killer who's become known as the Night Stalker. A killer who apparently
Míralo, ahí está.
Lives under a nuclear sword of Damocles.
Opportunity to forge a new world order. When we are successful, we have a real chance at this new world order.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Scary Shit. Today we have a very special guest, SUPEReeego, aka Eric, the homie right here. What's going on, brother? How you doing,
What's
bro?
up, my boy?
We've been wanting to bring him on the show for a while, but it was kind of hard because he doesn't. Well, he does believe in scary stuff, but he doesn't. He doesn't.
Oh, he doesn't.
Yeah, he doesn't. He doesn't believe in the scary stuff. He debunks everything.
It's just if
He
you send
texted
me a
us.
video and I'm like, well, this could clearly be edited, so I think it's dumb sometimes.
No,
He
so
just
today's
says-
Scary Shit episode is gonna be more of a challenge. We're gonna try to, show Eric some scary videos and see if he really believes it. We're trying to make him believe today.
Not believe, it's explain.
Explain.
Or
There we go.
lead me to a point where I'm like, I can't explain that. I don't know.
There
And
we
we're
go.
gonna
So-
we're gonna try to induce some stories out of her.
Yeah. Do you have any scary stories? Any scary stories? Any scary experiences? Have you seen anything weird? You felt anything weird before?
I found there was a ghost that I saw one time, and I don't know if it was a ghost, but it was talking to me, dude. But
Okay.
It was a funny one, like a comedic ghost.
Okay.
I feel like
Okay.
you
He came
just,
up to me.
Fuck, I feel like
Hang
he's-
on,
Oh,
he came up to me.
I feel like you just making it up at this
I'm
point.
not.
Okay.
Let him, wow,
get
is
to
this
it.
how you treat your guests?
Let him
dude?
get to it, bro. Let him get to it.
Anyways, I was like, Ghost, what are you doing here? I was like, you don't belong here. And then he was like, I'm just trying to get through this door. And I was like, I can open it. He goes, no, it's okay. I was like, how are you going to get through the door? He goes, I'm a ghost. I was like, oh, that's right. But then he ran into the door. I was like, oh, dude, maybe you need a spooky.
I remember you did tell us a story one time. You said you were coming home from an Uber driver. You were pretty
Oh,
little
okay. So
buzzed.
that's a real thing. That I can't explain. It was around my neighborhood, and I was drunk, and like my buddy was actually driving me home, and I remember looking out like on the street, and there's like a sidewalk, obviously, right by that street, and I just remember seeing someone in like kind of like a fetal position, like rocking back and forth, and it looked like they were like pulling their hair a little bit.
Ooh.
And I remember like, when you're drunk, you're kind of like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Dude, look at that.
But if you're sober, you're like, get inside, get inside. But I remember like, that's weird. And like, it wasn't screaming, whatever it was kind of like in this position, like this. And it's going back and forth. And I remember just thinking like, yo.
Like you guys drove by it.
Yeah,
right?
we just drove by it. And I remember like, I went inside the house. I think I went to go pee. I made myself some eggs and then some chips. And I ate it. I'm like, I'm going to check this out in a little bit. And then I took a nap. And then the sun came out and she was gone.
Damn.
So I missed it.
What time was this? Like late at night or like
I
a
wanna
good
say,
reasonable
like
hour?
1 in the morning.
Damn,
I was
that's actually.
So that I can't explain. I don't know if it was someone like actually maybe having a mental breakdown. See,
That
this
is
is where I
true.
ruin it.
Comments.
Yeah.
This is where I ruin it. Like it could have been like somebody that just got in a fight with somebody. It's like, where are you going, Stephanie? Fuck you, Karen. And they just ran off. You're making people look you look crazy. Just leave me alone. And then there I go driving at 1 in the morning. She's still out there.
What the fuck?
Oh no.
But the thing is that it might not have been like you said, it might not have been like ghostly or like a paranormal, but it is like we always say when we see a video, we don't say if this is fake. If we say this is fake, but it's still fucking scary.
A scary thought.
It's still a scary concept, and it's still something that that catches your fear, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
If for sure, like you said you were sober. Like if you were sober, you would have been fucking
Yeah, bro.
looking at it in a different way.
Probably.
What about like?
Me.
And what about in your family? Like maybe your brother, your sister, your mom ever saw something that you were like, I don't believe it, but you were like, that's actually pretty scary.
No. I dated a girl once, and she would tell me like her house was like haunted.
Okay.
Did I tell you guys this story?
No.
So, it was like her brother, mom and dad. You know, they all lived in this house, and so one day they just kind of opened up about something about like sometimes they hear the garage door open and close, and I was like, well, tell someone to stop opening it. You know, they're like, no, we don't know who it is. Like sometimes we just hear the garage door open and then we just ignore it. I was like, huh? And they had a rocking chair, kind of like the one you're in right now, right? And just like so, she goes, so there was one time I had ran out because I wanted to see who just closed the garage door. And the garage door closed, and then she goes, okay. And she turned over, and there's a rocking chair, and it's moving. So it's moving back and forth. And so she's explaining this to me, and I'm like, did the AC go on? Or
Trying to explain it.
Like, what did you maybe hold for sound? Hold for sound. Anyway, she couldn't explain that. So I mean, I'm really trying to give you guys like the most that
No, yeah.
Because growing up, really, like I didn't, experience any of that. Like we were in church all the time as kids. So
Yeah.
The Lord has protected us. Man.
That's something I wanted to talk about with you because you are very much. You're good. You're very much into. As a Christian, you grew up with it, and
yeah. What are you guys doing messing with this stuff?
It's okay.
Cristianos.
It's okay.
It's okay.
That's something I want to talk about is the concept of demons. What is your your knowledge of that?
I think about the story in the Bible, Lucifer getting kicked out.
Yeah.
The story goes like, he was like the most perfect angel, and he was appointed like the biggest and the best.
Yeah.
But then I don't know where God was like, I'm gonna create, animals. He created the earth, and then God decided, oh, check out this new creation I made. I made them in our image. He created humans. And Lucifer was very upset because why would you make something that is imperfect? Because they had the options to kind of like fumble. So story goes that he turned himself into a serpent, and he met Adam and Eve, and he convinced them to eat out of the tree of knowledge. So he did this out of spite to prove to God, basically saying like, see, they have flaws. And because of that, sin was born. But really it was because of Lucifer. And so God casted out Lucifer, and he took a bunch of other angels with him. And so what I think of demons is all of them are very, very much upset with the idea of human beings. Like they hate us, and they're going to do anything they will in their power to confuse us, to keep us away from God, the Holy Spirit. And
their goal,
I think that's their goal is for you to join them in eternal hell
flames.
Yeah, to go. Yeah.
So
that's what I think about demons. I don't know if that's a very
That's
descriptive.
pretty good. I never really
No,
thought of it like that.
That's good.
Demons are like, their goal is to like make you believe that heaven doesn't exist and that God doesn't exist.
Yeah, but the
And aren't they the fallen angels as well?
yeah,
They're the ones that sided with Lucifer.
And a lot of angels also had there's like a hybrid of angel and humans, right? Like they had the
Nephilim.
The Nephilims, thank you. And so those, I think, roam around the earth, and I think they're actually superhuman. So whenever you so this is what I truly do believe. I do believe, like, I don't think there are other living beings outside of our planet. I do believe that it is run by demons. And if it's angels, it's demons that kind of come in and play and want to fuck with us.
Yeah, that's what my dad said. My dad said that he doesn't believe in aliens. He said aliens are demons. That's what he said.
Yeah.
He said like mermaids, unicorns, and like all these like fictional things are demons. He doesn't believe they're actually like aliens or creatures.
Yeah.
Which is actually pretty crazy thought.
It's a crazy concept.
Mm-hmm.
the more you read about like the Bible, the more you learn about a lot of different things too. Like dinosaurs, they weren't billions of years ago. You know that, right? That's another lie.
Really?
Doesn't make
I actually
sense.
didn't know that.
Well, if you stop to think about it in the beginning of time, you know, when God created the heavens and the earth, you going through all of this detail of stuff, and you're like, where were the dinosaurs, right? But people in your history books like, oh, they were millions and millions of years, but then it's like, oh, that doesn't match up with the Bible.
Yeah.
So I do think that dinosaurs were living among humans, but maybe they were on the other sides of things. But like, yeah, they're finding fossils that are not million-year-old fossils. I think after a million years, like something is really like disintegrated. I don't know, but it makes more sense that it was like 2,000 years old, you know, 3,000, 4,000, you know. So again, I do think it's the work of like demons and lies that are around us.
I also heard that mermaids are very evil. I didn't know that.
I haven't really gotten into that either, but yeah, I've heard.
I heard like growing up, I thought mermaids were like these like beautiful creatures, but then I found out mermaids are like the most evil thing in the world. Like super evil.
And they like sing and like
they like
draw
sing and then like
yeah.
they kill. That's what I heard. That mermaids are fucking evil. What about like you grew up in the church? Have you heard any like scary church stories?
From other kids maybe. Like as a kid, actually, I was very miedoso, dude. Like I was afraid of everything, dude. Especially so we'd go to my grandpa's church, and it was over in Compton, and that church just looks like it was just scary, dude. It was very dark. It was on a giant like 5-6 acre lot, and so the church was there, my grandfather's house. It was just dark, bro. Everything was dark. And so I was afraid of the dark. I was afraid of being like in any type of rooms and shit. I was like, I'm not trying to, I don't feel this. But sometimes I would just kind of have peace, just like, oh, my family's here, like I'm okay.
Yeah.
In the Bible, are you afraid of like the end of times, where it says like what's gonna happen in the Bible?
Like the beast
Like
and
the
all
beast
that, the
will-
marks and
the
all that.
trumpets you'll hear the trumpet.
Of course, to hear it.
Because growing up, when they would teach that class at
Right.
church school, that shit was scaring me. I'd be like, damn, that's scary.
Yeah. So Revelations, if you guys don't know, it opens up about like the ending of the world, and there's signs in the Bible, you know, and visions seen through Ezekiel, and other prophets. But yeah, there's stories about that, like how it's like the end times is gonna happen. And when I heard it when I was a kid, first it was like, so you guys just said beasts and like angels and wings, and like it has the head of a lion and blah blah, which is still very much possible. But like there's a lot of things that the Bible talks about that goes into what's happening now, and it's just reference to, right? So it says that like a beast will rise from the sea, heading west. And so it's basically explaining what's happening now, right? And the beast is like, it says, let's say like it's 7 heads or something like that, and that means like, 7 leaders. And then it rises from the west, and it's like, they you know, hop over the Indian Ocean, you come over here to the States. Everything that continues to go west almost gets separated from God. And it's because everyone's like, trying new things, and you know, like, well, you know, the 10 Commandments, that's so old. Like, that's so old. The Bible, come on, that's 2,000 years ago, dude. But I think everything has been explained, and once you like look into it more and more, dude, like you're understanding the references, and it even talks about like the Antichrist.
Yeah,
there's signs of the Antichrist coming, right? You can pick up on things, and a lot of people have for years been like, it's the president, it was Hitler, it's the Pope, you know. But I definitely think that there's a lot of other signs, like things that are going to dry up. Wasn't there like some sea dried up over in
it was a river that dries up.
Dried up, yeah.
Supposedly that when that river dries up, like
it's one of the signs.
We've talked about it. Yeah, we've
there
talked
were like
about
demons
it.
that were trapped under the ocean will come out, and then when it dried up, they actually found caves that no one ever seen in the river, and it looks like prison cells. And then also about the red cow too. How about the red cow?
Heifer.
The red heifer. That one's coming out too. Like a lot of references.
Yeah, man. That's kind of like how I've looked at things. And to be honest, so you asked me how scared I was. You know, as a kid growing up, I was terrified, bro. And then once I learned like fear doesn't come from God, like it kind of calmed me and it put me at peace. And the Bible says, "Don't be afraid" or "Don't worry." I think like 365 times in the Bible, or something like that.
Wow.
I haven't counted it, but you know.
But really, you have no like really a lot of scary stories, huh?
I was just a very scared kid, man. growing up. And then
Well-
I think like once I got older and like I conquered that, I was like, oh, there's an explanation to things. Because I was afraid of everything, dude. I remember one time my neighbor in Carson, like they had a window like this, and I was able to, I go to my backyard and I could see over the fence, like they were watching a movie, and they were watching this, I know the name of it, but they were watching like a character walk out and he had like spikes out of his face. You know who that is?
Oh, yeah.
Hellraiser, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
But I remember walking past and being like, oh my God, what, that's like a demon or something. Or I would go like to a certain family member's house and they were watching like this little leprechaun. And I was like, oh shit, there was a leprechaun movie, right? And so, dude, like things like that scared me. Like I was so afraid as a kid. And then I started like becoming an actor and like doing like, you know, things. So I was like, oh, like what am I afraid of? Like
That explains a lot, you know.
You know, yeah. So yeah, like there was a moment where I kind of like, I guess, conquered that kind of fear side of my. The same thing, like if we're at home, you know, I'll be talking to Vanessa and she hears a sound. She's like, boom. I'm like, I'm just chilling. I'm continuing to watch movies, you know, whatever. She goes, babe, do you want to check that? And I'm like, check what? She's like, I'm like, see, there it goes again. And I'm like,
The house is
so
expanding.
what? So that's what I would do. I'm like, so the temperature drops, and a lot of times, like, you know, like it gets a little more compressed because it's like the temperatures are cold and we have bad insulation. You know, like back in my condo, you know, when she was living with me, she goes, oh, and I'm like, it's okay, like relax. But I think like one person like myself, like being a little more calm, like kind of helped her because you know, you can
Like,
you
you're
can
calm,
easily
okay,
spiral up in here, you know.
Yeah.
Because the mind
I'm ruining
plays a
it,
lot of
guys. I'm
tricks.
sorry.
No,
it's
but
okay,
like no,
it's
I
okay.
feel you because back like nowadays like I'm a lot more calmer and a lot less scared because I'm like I think doing this makes me less scared because I conquered my fears to watch scary stuff at night, especially with like all the dark stuff. Like I mean, with all the lights like off and like I'm in a dark room.
Yeah.
So now I'm like, I'm okay with it. But I think the thing that scares me the most is like real stuff, like stuff that actually happens in the real
Things
world.
that just scare
Like
me is
human-
like pop-ups.
Like human people, like human actions. That's the scary shit that fucking scares me.
But I like this duel. It's like Ryan and Shane from like BuzzFeed.
BuzzFeed Unsolved.
We're trying to convince you that it's scary, and you're just like,
Fucking ghosts. Yeah,
let
yeah.
me find another way. You feel me?
Yeah. What's that comment that he's like, "What up, ghosts?" Or he just says something.
yo,
Fuck you, ghost.
No, he goes, "Yo, it's your boy."
Yeah.
that was.
So ghost, it's your boy. Yeah.
It's your boy. Yeah. I like those guys. Those guys are funny. So I actually have a video. Now we're gonna get into the videos.
No, me.
If it's a video form, there's already editing involved. That
Nah,
can be
wait.
involved.
Some of them are pretty creepy.
So if you see me, well, yeah, because it's a good jump scare.
Okay.
You know what's
Okay.
really scary? Right before you guys get into scary stuff, Insidious. I thought Insidious was good.
the city is good.
Okay.
There's
Good.
that demon that pops out during the daytime, and you're like, you broke a fucking rule. They're at nighttime, bitch. And this motherfucker was up against like a little wall. I was like,
The red one.
ah! Yeah, the red one.
Oh.
Yeah,
Like fucking Darth Maul.
Who has a scary video or scary reaction that you guys want to show? Who wants to go first?
So this is a video about a daughter and her
I
mom.
wonder if I've seen this.
Daughter and her mom, that they moved into a new house, and with weeks passing by, she said that her daughter started like being strange, like weird, and she said that she was being too weird that she was like, she was like, okay, let me see, like I'm gonna put a camera, I'm gonna see what I capture, and this is what she captures right here.
It feels beautiful and funny. What he was doing? They want to play. They want to. They want to sleep. Come on, please.
Now that's scary.
That
Because
was
as she's
pretty
leaving,
creepy.
she's staring at the door
That's
like she's
pretty
looking
creepy.
at it in the face.
What? Was she like?
What? Like, you know, as she's walking away, she's like staring at the door. So in her head, she's probably seeing it and walking away slowly.
Yeah.
Like she's
You get
speaking
me?
to something, having a conversation,
Yeah.
and then she's like, "Do you want to speak? Do you want to play?" And I don't know if you hear it, but before the door opens, like you hear footsteps.
Right, like a
coming up,
little, yeah, something.
like approaching.
So, were the footsteps going into the?
They just hear
or
footsteps.
they're just okay. So the editing was bad there. Then.
Oh my God, bro.
First of all,
Wait, okay,
listen, she could
explain
be
what.
playing Imagine and I don't know, man.
How do you explain? How do you?
Yeah,
we got him. We got him. Bro, yeah.
No, I see. Like I don't know, cause there's so many different things. Like
To be honest,
The background sound, ignore it.
Mira.
She's like,
that girl
Ahí
was
te vas
kind
a
of a bad
quedar.
actor.
Yeah, mira, te vas a levantar. Okay, aquí tengo la puerta. Cuando lo oyes y le voltea y leo como despacito. I don't know why she speaks Spanish.
wow, that's
And
Assuming.
then
Crazy.
someone like, cause dude, like I'm watching it, and if you watch something at the beginning, like, get that shit out of here, dude. Like, let us hear the footsteps. Quit trying to add ambience music to that.
I think it's the
That's
video
it.
where you got it from.
Again, I'm not saying that things like that can't happen.
But you got to admit,
I wanna,
the door opening was pretty creepy. You got to admit that at least. As she's saying, do you want to play?
If I told you we want to shoot a scary movie, dude, I want this door to open. I want you to go heavy on the creaky sound effect. How do we make that door open? What idea would you have?
Have someone hide?
Have like a screen pulling it.
Have a what? Sorry, into the mic.
Have like a little something to pull the door. or
Yeah,
something.
someone pull the door.
But bro,
would it be
like-
like fishing wire?
Okay,
You can't
but this
really
is the
pick it up.
crazier part. The crazier part is that it was a YouTube channel that posted it. I don't know what it was called, but apparently after they posted the videos and everything, that lady's nowhere to be found on any social media at all. Like deleted the TikTok. The person, like the mom.
Really?
Well, yeah, because someone debunked it and they were like, "Oh, this is embarrassing."
Oh my God, this man.
It's an easy debunk.
Is
It's
that
an easy
I'm sorry,
debunk.
Is that a real?
It's an easy debunk. It's an
an
easy.
easier debunk.
I can't. We can't like.
We
I
can't
be
defend
like-
it too
I
much.
can't defend it
Thank
because it's
you.
an easy debunk. Like you
Yeah.
can say like, oh, this.
But
string,
you at least gotta admit
little girl
it was
acting.
pretty creepy.
It's creepy, especially if the girl, right? So obviously, I'm going into the what if this, what if that. If not, then oh shit, then yeah, why?
Possibility.
What the fuck was that fucking thing talking to her?
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
So
Next
it's,
video.
it's possible.
Next video.
There's these guys who went
Yeah.
ghost exploring
Yeah.
at this abandoned warehouse.
Perfect.
So they're walking around the warehouse and they're hearing noises and footsteps throughout the whole warehouse. And they captured something on camera that they didn't notice until after they posted the video. People commented on it saying there's something in the background. And
Oh,
it's
damn,
like
so
a
they
dark.
missed it. That's
So there's a
embarrassing.
dark shadow in the corner. I don't even want to show it, but now I have to show
Yeah,
it.
let's
All
look at
right,
this
here we
dark
go.
Can do it.
Who's there? Hello? Hello? Watch the metal. Hello? Hello? Who's there?
Did you see it? Someone or something can be seen walking into a room at the end of the hall, but the group doesn't see anything.
That's pretty creepy. Like, that shit look really dark.
That looks weird.
It's a really black figure, and when they turn on the light, you can see like it's.
Say me, you, and George are doing ghost hunting.
Okay.
And we're like, bro, we're not seeing shit. Put on this fucking, put on this shiesty.
Hold on, that looks
quick.
too
Go
fucking
over there.
skinny though.
Yes.
It could be you.
Oh,
I'm over here
look it.
debunking.
Look at the feet. Look at the feet. Look how thin and sharp that foot looks.
And not even that. Look at how bright everybody is when the light turns on, but that doesn't show like any type of skin or like color or anything.
Look how skinny that is, Eric.
It's because he's like this.
No, he's not. Eric.
Oh my
Eric.
God.
He's a gay ghost.
He's like
That's a
this.
skinny motherfucker,
this,
bro.
Come on. You gotta admit that at least was
Nah, that
pretty
one
creepy.
Was stupid, dude. George's was better than that.
Sorry, guys.
At least
I'm
there was
sorry.
a
We're
little
really giving you
girl and
something.
a door opening
Trying to give
and
you
a
something.
like.
Eric, I hope you know our
That was way
audience is
better.
gonna hate you.
Good.
Good.
They're gonna give you
You
some
know that
shit.
our whole YouTube career is gonna go down after this.
Yeah, man. Everybody's be
I
like,
told you not to put me on your shit, dude.
Every-
I'm gonna make fun of you guys.
everybody's gonna be like, Wait a minute, this scary shit kind of
Lots
corny.
shit, like, I'm gonna call you guys tomorrow. Like, guys, I fucked up.
Do you have another video you can show Eric?
I don't even want to show it.
No. I got another video of a dog barking out of noise, and then like in the background of the noise, you can hear someone say hello, and the dog's like freaking out. But now he did that reaction. Now I kind of don't want to show it. And you got a dog too. So
let me tell you something about
Eric's on the fuck up. At least as a like something you have never done before. It's just a cool experience talking about scary stuff.
I like wait, hang on.
Why you gotta laugh?
You're laughing right in my face. Like I don't even know what to say to that.
I turned this way.
That's fucked up. That's even more fucked up. You just laughed at me, but
I'm not laughing at you. I think it's good to have conversations like this, especially like to get. Obviously, you guys are gonna be curious about things always.
Yeah.
And for you guys to shoot videos and like talk about things.
Oh, he's doing it again.
Come on.
These things is a joke.
No, it's not a joke because I said from the very beginning, things do happen. Like this is like things can really much happen. I've gotten to a point where like if I see a video, like already I'm like, it's a video. And so obviously, you guys are editors. You guys, shoot things.
Yeah.
You already heard a homie, basically tell you like, we're trying to just get the views really quick.
Yeah.
So obviously, but maybe that pushes you guys too to be like, let's not waste our time with that video. Like, if there's like, if we can come up with 2 or 3 ways how this could possibly happen, then yeah, like, okay, let's keep searching for the things. Because people really do this. Like, people really go into like haunted houses and stuff like that. That's what they were doing with what's that guy? It's your boy, whatever.
Ryan and Shane. Yeah.
Did he ever in BuzzFeed? Did he ever finally like have one episode was like, well, shit, yeah.
Maybe. I think there was one episode where it did kind of get him a little.
I don't know what episode it was. But
it was. They went to a house where it was possessed.
That's one where I would be like, I want to watch that one.
Yeah,
like,
it was possessed, and he said, "Can someone turn on this flashlight?" And it turned on right in front of his face, and there was no batteries in the flashlight. That he said, yeah, that one really got him.
Oh, it's because there was a charged and battery option.
Oh my!
But see what I'm saying? See what I'm saying?
Yes,
like, you have, you know what? Because like,
but you have to be careful with that stuff, don't you? Like, aren't you afraid that what if you test it too much and it happens? Like
no,
demons
because
and stuff
it isn't.
like that.
It isn't taunting it. And it's very much like
Mocking
I have my. Yeah, it's not mocking the belief that it exists. Because I'm saying I know it does. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying like other people that are involved use it to bring like a value to them or to bring like, you know what I'm saying? Like what we were just saying, like someone's just trying to get like, oh dude, let's just fucking do it. Like, fuck it. Like, oh dude, if you just heavily edit this, there's going to be people like that just, that use people's fears against them. And that's what I'm like, dude, come on. Yeah. You're going to record some real shit? Like record some real shit. Cause that's the stuff like, dude, I don't even mess with Ouija board type.
Yeah.
Shit,
Oh no.
Now, I feel like this transitions very well into it. Like I went to Connecticut because they invited me for the Annabelle.
Annabelle.
And
some balls.
Annaballs. I wouldn't make fun of it, by the way.
Oh,
like
no. There is stories where you made fun of it.
In Christ.
Listen, see? That's what I'm talking about. So I went, and I actually went, and it was like me and my boy Josh Leva got flown out there.
Nice.
Shout out Connecticut.
Yo muscle boy.
And we met other people there that actually do the scare stuff. I forget her name. She's this white girl. You guys probably know her. She's like a white girl, and she loves to do like scary stuff. She's also super Christian, by the way.
Okay.
And so they go and they're like, hey, we have a whole itinerary for you guys. So get into your hotels, check out the itinerary, and come back out. The experience was creepy. It was eerie. And so much that like I couldn't sleep that night. Right? So the situation went down like this. So like, okay, guys, the next morning, we had flown in, like I think early that morning, and then we got to the hotel, and they were like, all right, first thing on the itinerary is we're going to the most haunted, I don't mean to do haunted, but like the most haunted graveyard in Connecticut. So we went out there, and me and Josh, like, of course we had to like get our footage and stuff. We're like, dude, what the fuck? Like, so yeah, we're playing the part too. Like, what the fuck are we doing? Obviously, you can be scared, but like on camera, you're like, what? Are you fucking kidding me right now, dude? Like, so
just to get reactions.
Get a little
Play the part.
Also, I have to post like a reel for this, or back then it wasn't even called reels. How long ago this was? This was 2018. Damn. 2019. Damn. This fool.
Crazy.
So we get out there, we shoot that, and they're like, okay, now we're gonna go watch the movie. We're like, all right, cool. So they go and take us to watch the movie, and it's called Annabelle, and it's like about like this like doll, blah blah blah. And then we look down on the itinerary, and it says Artifactual Museum meet, and I was like, what?
Meat?
So after we had watched the movie and had seen like all these like possessed things like that, that's what it was about, objects and toys. Then they take us to the actual Annabelle dollhouse museum,
Where
which
they have
is
her,
like
like,
in a
locked
back
up?
house. Yeah.
Ed and Lauren's
back
house.
Yeah. Ed Warren.
Yes, there we go.
Ed Warren. And so his daughter married this other guy, and he's the one like in charge of all of it. And so all he's doing is like explaining us stories before we go in there. I want you guys to really make sure don't think of negative energy, think of positive stuff. And they had a priest like bless us and stuff. And I remember being there like, I didn't sign up for this.
Oh shit.
We probably should get like footage, you know. And they were able to like let us get some stuff. And they're like, but don't stare at the doll too long.
Oh.
That freak, bro. Like literally when the guy was talking and we were inside, like my eyes were like staring at his feet the entire time. I was like, sometimes I'd be like, doop, 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 doop.
That's scary. That's a fuck. That's
so that like
creepy.
I didn't want to mess with, and I was like, I was praying, dude. I was just like, Lord, take care of me, and you know, I don't want any negative thing to follow me, you know, back home or any bullshit like that, you know. So I just remember that being like a pretty scary experience.
That's scary. I think the concept of them telling you like, don't think anything negative is insane. That's insane because like you
like
have to
run into my head.
Yeah, like now you're thinking of negative stuff. Now you're like, okay, don't think of this. Don't think of this. Don't think of this. Let's think of something else. Not like you're on the edge of your seat.
What's crazy is like then they made a movie about it, and obviously they made some money.
Yeah.
You know?
Did you hear the stories behind like people that mock her?
Yeah, he explained all of them.
Yeah,
well, a good amount.
You heard the one about the guy in the bike?
Yeah, where he like cursed at her. He said like nothing blah blah is gonna happen. He took off home and like he got killed like that same
on a motorcycle accident.
On a motorcycle accident, got killed.
Whoa.
They were like,
I think that's the same place that Sam and Kobe went, and they kind of like told him like you can't look at the dog.
Yeah, that's the one
on the ice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, dude. Wow. So I remember like that, and I was like, what am I doing here?
You're like, I've never doing this.
Oh, that's right, I'm getting paid.
How did Josh feel? What did he say about it?
Josh was kind of calm about it. Like I remember him thinking like, oh man, that was fucking weird, right? And we were going up to the elevators to like our rooms, and I almost was like, hey man, you want to sleep in the same room, bro? But I slept that like the whole night with the TV on. Yeah,
nothing negative, nothing after. Chilling.
No,
just you.
I was
be
chilling,
scared.
but obviously like those thoughts stay with you, you know. So I was just kind of like,
of course, like
that's what I'm saying. Like I don't like to watch specific movies because like it'll fuck up your night a couple times.
Yeah,
like, you will hear a noise, you'll jolt. Like you heard a car turn on right now. It's like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like things like that can like easily tap a certain part of your brain where you're kind of like, I'm uneasy because you talked about it for so long.
Yeah,
now it's on your mind.
But now for the
what was the last thing that I said?
Sleep paralysis. You said you had a sleep paralysis.
Oh yeah.
Sleep paralysis is pretty crazy. I feel like everybody that we had on the show, at least one person always said they had a sleep paralysis experience.
Here's the thing. I was able to explain it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Debunking. You're able to debunk your own
not
fucking...
debunking it, but bro. Okay, so this is kind of like a really real thing for me. I lived by myself for like 7 years in my condo. I was over in Lakewood. I can say that now. Lakewood. By Hawaiian Gardens, actually. What?
Lakewood.
Wood.
It sounds like you've been wanting to say it for a long time. You just took the time to say it.
I can say it now.
Lakewood.
Okay.
So anyways, I'm chilling there. And I remember like I was kind of wrestling a bunch in my mind about like God. Like, is God real?
Like you're questioning yourself?
Yeah. And I think because I was not questioning myself, but I was questioning like the existence, like what if this or what if that? And this may have been like 2015, dude. Nothing?
Oh. Damn.
Thank you. So maybe like 2015, and I remember I was just like, it was just me and my gato, you know, my little Magneto dude, and we were always hanging out. And there was a moment where like I questioned that I was gonna take a nap, and I had fallen asleep, and I had like, you know, my living room at the time, like I had like these gray curtains, my TV's over here, my sofa's like kind of this way, and so I fell asleep like kind of on this part of on the couch, you know, and so I fell asleep, and I don't know how long I was out for, maybe 10, 15 minutes, but me asking the question if God is real, in my dream, I saw myself asleep, and I looked over at the curtains in my dream, like, I look over the curtains, and then out of nowhere, like, a figure came out with, like, fucking claws, like, it kind of just melted into its skin, and it turned all black, and it felt like it would, it was coming to choke me, and it said, like, I'm real, and it like started choking me, and when I woke up, I went, and I couldn't move, dude. I was trying to wake up. I was trying to wake up in my dream, and I remember feeling like, you know, like, dude, I was just like, I couldn't figure it out, and then finally, like, I woke up, and I was like gasping. I was like, oh my god, this is so weird. And I was like, wait a minute, if I slept like this, I didn't have any air coming in through my. my butt. So I fell asleep kind of like this. So I was dreaming that something was choking me to make sense of it.
Yeah.
Fucking liar.
I swear to God.
Out of here, bro.
But I did see that figure, and it's creeped me the fuck out. It's kind of like whenever you have like your first wet dream, you understand what's happening. Like, who turned on the faucet? Oh no, it's broken. And you wake up and you're like, whoa.
I nutted.
Anyways.
There was a time, we talked about on the first episode of like the podcast we ever did. Mm-hmm. My brother and my other brother, they had bunk beds. They were sleeping in the same room. Mm-hmm. And they have the bed towards a window. And it's like a little window, like small little window, like yours, but only going like this, you know, landscape. Yeah. And that window goes out to the backyard.
Oh, okay.
So it's pretty high. And he said he was asleep on the bunk bed, you know, on the top. You had to lay down on top. He said that he woke up and because he heard someone like tapping the window with nails. And when he woke up, he saw like a old lady staring at him. And then he got fucking scared. And all white. He got all scared and he fucking jumped out of bed. He ran out. And my dad and my grandpa went outside to confront the lady, thinking there's a homeless, you know, that jumped over the wall or something. Turns out where she was standing, there was nothing that she can stand to look into the window.
Like, it was too high.
It was too high. You had to literally get a ladder to like look in through the window.
Like 9 feet, then possibly.
Yeah, and that was a pretty scary story. My brother always talks about it. He said that shit was pretty scary. Really creeped him out for a while.
Especially if it's like up.
Mm-hmm. And what they ended up doing is painting the window. They painted it black.
Eric.
Explain that, Eric.
Explain that.
She had a ladder.
Fucking bitch.
She had a ladder.
She had a step stool, you know, she scared your brother and then left.
Whoa.
This is going to fuck him up.
but
that's pretty smooth.
But no, I mean,
that would have been pretty fucking smooth. jump over the fucking Celts is crazy.
Imagine if we dedicated our lives to scare people and we just got really good at it.
We scared little fucking kids.
I say if it was that old lady, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna try to. It's not a debunk. I mean, it's obviously what he saw. What if it was like a lady, like what was just like did circus stuff, and she knew how to walk on those like tall like Celt stuff. She goes, watch. I see the lights on every single night. I'm gonna go up there.
I'm gonna fuck them up.
Ah! And he's like, give me down. Go. Dude, you fucked up that kid for life. I know.
That's fucked up to do that without recording, bro.
Takes off the wig, wipes it off. It's Efren! No. With his long hair.
Ooh, that was you, huh?
Ladies and gentlemen, that was
Whoa.
Go crazy. This guy's fucking.
Cut it.
These guys are doing a podcast. And then the table.
Whoa! Look at that. Explain that.
Let's have this one go off.
Thank you, man, for giving us your time.
And
if you want Eric to go ghost hunting with us and use his
I already
skeptics.
said no. Fuck that.
No. If we get 1 million followers, a million likes.
I'll wait till after it hits 1 million views and then be like, they had me run in the background.
He exposed us.
Eric, you gotta go ghost hunting with us.
It was me that pinched his butt.
It was me that turned off that light.
Well, Thank you Eric, for your time.
Hey,
Thank you for letting us come out here to your beautiful house and letting us film back here, doing a cool episode.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
I didn't see it. Okay.
Thanks.
Well, it was a very interesting episode. Thank
Yeah,
you.
I'm
I'm
very
glad.
sorry,
I'm glad
man.
we could
Hey,
show you some scary
Show him the
stuff.
text message where I said, dude, I might ruin it because like I question a lot of things.
It's gonna be right.
It's only
here.
because I question a lot of things.
Yeah,
Alright.
you're kind of like just like my dad. My dad's worked in the film industry. He's done camera work. He's done
Oh, see?
everything.
Yeah.
So when we watch a scary movie, he's not phased at all.
I
Yeah.
work in
He's
the
like,
film
oh,
industry too.
they use that sound, so I know there's a pop-up about to happen, or they're gonna do
Yeah,
something
or if like the
scary.
music starts getting
Live.
very
Yeah.
violin-y, just
He's like, oh,
I'm
that's
like-
a nice shot. They use this type of shot, blah blah blah, for all that.
Yeah, that's why I want to bring you on this episode to like have something different, you know, because
Okay.
everybody's always like intrigued, always
Well,
interested. But
And
I was
there's
like,
people in the comments are like you.
Oh,
so that's why I was like, let's have
follow
a
me
different.
at SUPEReeego.
I was like, let's have a different episode, like
Yeah.
a Ryan and Shane type of duo, like someone who doesn't really, someone that does believe but debunks a lot of it, doesn't want to believe it, and then us
And this
that
isn't
believe
to
it.
say like, you know, what other people have gone or experienced themselves. Like you guys have told me stories about things, you know, with your family members. I'm sure to them it's very, very real, and it happened. You know what I'm saying? I have some stories like from other people that I hear, and I'm like, kind of like, holy shit, like I wasn't there. I can't say anything. There wasn't any video footage of anything, you know. So what I mean, like, it's like things like this do happen.
Yeah.
You know. So
I think-
that's not what I'm trying to say. It doesn't happen, but
I think the most scary one that you told today was the sleep paralysis one,
That one
but
was
then
crazy.
you ended up with the
You
like,
fucked it up.
well, bro,
breathe.
if you talk to the people that talk about sleep paralysis, it's kind of similar. Like, oh, I felt like I couldn't, like something was on my chest.
Yeah.
I couldn't talk. But I had their dog sitting on. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like,
I was turned this way though when I was laying down. I was laying down like this, and I had sleep paralysis.
yeah, fool, you're falling off the bed, and your lungs couldn't get any more air.
Man,
Yeah.
get the
Well,
fuck
thank you
out.
guys for watching.
Anyways.
Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and check out our last scary shit episode. And
Oh,
stay
well,
tuned
this
for
was fun,
another
though. I like
episode.
Shout yourself out.
Oh yeah, shut yourself out, man.
Like
no one knows him already.
Nobody knows
Listen,
you.
follow me at the Kickback Crew
Nice.
with an extra W at the very end.
Mm-hmm. On Instagram.
And on Instagram, and so.
Well, what are you doing recently? What have you been doing recently?
Oh, well, with
Chili
you guys.
oils.
I've been doing chili oils. Check out my chili oils. They're really hot. We're coming out with a ghost pepper soon.
Ooh.
Ghost.
Okay.
Say ghost. Did you
You got
say
any more
ghost?
shows coming up?
Yeah, we're doing stand-up comedy this Friday, actually. This Friday and Saturday. But La Brea, you know, and Covina again next Friday. 2 shows. But yeah, it's just hit the link in my bio at
what is
SUPEReeego.
What is Who's Got Talent? What is that about?
Oh,
Yeah,
and then we
check
got
that out.
Who's Got Talent. I was gonna say that's what I was gonna start off with both of these guys. They helped me create something really awesome, and they believed in it, and they were like whispering to each other like, "It's just gonna flop, bro." I was like, no, believe in it, guys.
No, we believe.
thought it
So
was.
it did all right on YouTube, but like we're piecing it off a bunch on like Instagram and TikTok, and
It's gonna
his,
be
his
something.
was the first with as playing Edgar that hit a viral like million in the first like 4 hours.
You're welcome.
Right now,
You're welcome.
it's a day later, and it's at like the last I checked, I think it's like 3.8 million.
We heard a noise. We heard something. All
Alright.
right.
Your kids are upstairs, man. I'm not gonna lie, that was downstairs. What's going on, bro?
Well, thank you, man. Thank you for everything, man. I
Of course,
appreciate
Thank
you,
you
man.
guys.
Use code
Seeing you, man.
Kickback Crew. Get $20 off your first purchase on SEATGEEK.
And if you want to hear the scariest story, buy their Patreon.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about Patreon. Oh, and Scary Shit Adventures, it should be up already. Go check out that video if you guys love it. Peace.